Jamar Chase talked about how he's very dialed in right now with Joe Burrow, which, to be fair, doesn't make a lot of sense considering Joe Burrow hasn't practiced but one time since July 27th. So how could you possibly be more dialed in this year when you haven't been on the field with the guy in 5 weeks, Crow?
That's what he says.
Yeah, but he's lying.
The media's not there for whole practice. We don't know what's going on.
Right.
Also
what's going
true.
on in the indoor.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on.
You know, but I think what he means by that is just you got 3 full seasons. You got 3 full seasons. We're going into the third full season where they can play together. And I think being around the guys, they all understand each other exactly what it needs to be. So being dialed in is just like, look, yeah, he probably didn't practice, but we know exactly what he wants. We know exactly where we want to be. We have meetings and understanding where we got to be with him and where he wants us to be.
Yeah, look, they're one of the great duos in football when they're obviously both on the field. How long does it take? Like, is it literally one practice and you guys are straight and good to go?
It takes longer than that, but just like Crow said, those guys have been playing together for 3 full seasons. And from a trio standpoint, I think the Cincinnati Bengals have the best 3 wide receivers as a trio all together. And just like Jamar Chase said, he's dialed in. Burrow doesn't take me as a person from a character makeup of being a slacker. You know?
Right. No, I agree with you on that.
He's had a lot of success. So you expect him to keep getting better with those guys that he's playing with.
Look, he's a gym rat, and obviously from the day he got in the league, unfortunately he had the torn ACL, he was the best rookie quarterback in football, and one of the best quarterbacks in football, even going back to his rookie season. It's interesting, though, when you talk about the Bengals because, as like any team, as the quarterback goes, so they go, right? Yeah. But the division's just different this year.
Yes,
they could play just as good as they've played the last 3 years and not be the division winner. That's on the table.
I mean, no, that's 100% true because Baltimore got a whole lot better.
He doesn't think so.
No, I've been on Baltimore for months. Don't start with that.
I saw what you said. You didn't think Baltimore was going to be that good this year.
I said Baltimore's going to the Super Bowl.
I'm saying that the Baltimore Ravens are like that team in the NFL.
I agree.
That they are just a wild card because you just do not know what you're going to get out of Lamar Jackson. You add in the OBJ. You get the Davian Clowney on defense, which makes that defense a lot better. You just don't know how they're going to look offensively if Lamar has gotten better throwing the football. If that's the case, then they're going to be dangerous.
I disagree. I think the Ravens aren't a wild card. I think we know they're going to be good. I think the Browns and the Steelers are more wild cards in this division. Like, I have high expectations for the Ravens. I have high expectations for the Bengals, and I think that the Steelers have shown a lot of things in the preseason, albeit the preseason that they're going to be good. But I think when he says that Joe Burrow is dialed in, it's not because they got a month of working together.
Right.
Because Joe Burrow is not Jake Browning, and Joe Burrow is not Trevor Simeon, and that's why he feels so good having Burrow back. We all know he's going to play week.
Yeah, obviously, if you're a wide receiver and you view yourself as the best wide receiver in the game, you better have Joe Burrow throwing you the rock because the other 2 dudes can't play quarterback that are on their roster right now. But for the record, I have said here, Plax, repeatedly.
Yesterday he did
that I think the Baltimore Ravens are the team to watch this year.
No, he said they're going to beat the Jets and go to the Super Bowl.
I even said Ravens.
He said
didn't say that.
You just said they're going to the Super Bowl. They're in the same conference as the Jets. You said they're going to the Super Bowl.
I said this. You are looking at a Ravens-Jets AFC Championship game is what I said.
I don't believe that at all. I believe that the Ravens are going to be very good.
Yeah.
But they will beat the New York Jets to get to the Super Bowl before the Jets beat them.
Okay.
So
Good.
I'm going Baltimore Ravens.
He had one really bad year with the Jets, and he can't get it out of his system,
I'm
bro.
telling you.
Lex was out there pop, and went,
He didn't pop anything.
Let's go.
I gotta be honest, I've never pop. So
Get the hands involved.
not quite sure how you do pop. All right, from there. And we got more on the Bengals coming up a little bit later on in the show. Time for our first weekly Over and Under segment here on FS1. It's simple, guys. Either you write over or you write under. Okay. Plax, by the way, is the best handwriting of any guest we've ever had in the almost 1 year history of this show. All right, you guys ready to go? No joke. His handwriting.
I'm excited about the handwriting.
It's sexy. It's so good. Yeah, it is.
He's downplaying it.
I get short of breath when I watch him write. It's unbelievable.
That's more pop.
It's like watching Fergie sing the national anthem. I'm like, oh, woo, you go, Plax. All right, in any event, here's your first one. Total quarterbacks that start a game for the Cowboys this season, the over-under is 1.5.
Oh.
Quarterbacks that start for the Cowboys this year, over-under 1.5. I'll start with Cromartie. Antonio, go. He says under. So you have Dak Prescott going the entire way, yeah?
I got him going the whole way.
Okay, Plax, over-under 1.5.
I beg to differ. I'm going with the over.
Over. Jacoby, break the tie. Over. Bop, bop, bop. That's not a knock on Dak Prescott.
It's not,
That's the reality of football, right?
It is.
It is. But even if he gets hurt, whatever the case may be, if he misses a game, if he doesn't get off to the start that Jerry Jones and this Mike McCarthy want him to, they're going to put him on the bench. So that's why I say that he won't be the starting quarterback for all 17.
It's funny, we're talking about Dak Prescott, and upstairs they're showing you videos of Trey Lance.
Yeah. I think just to piggyback on what Plax said is they have Super Bowl expectations and aspirations just like a lot of teams. There's only so many teams in the NFC that do, and I could see a scenario in which maybe Dak is injured, maybe he could go, but they kind of like sit him down so he's healthy for the playoffs. I can see
By
that.
the way, there are going to be, how many quarterbacks are going to play start all 17 games? Probably less than half.
Of the
for different
32?
reasons, whether it's injury, whether it's, it's the last week of the season. It's not going to be a lot, right?
I think it'd be probably half.
Yeah,
Half.
So if Cooper Rush plays, that's not necessarily a knock on Dak Prescott. It's the reality of the NFL. Let's go to number 2. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The win total for the Steelers right now, 8.5. Does he keep the streak going? I'll start with Plax on this one. Over or under, sir?
Man, the standard is the standard. So I'm going with the over.
Over.
Mike Tomlin continues his winning season streak. I believe it's going to be, 15 now?
He's never had a losing season.
Never had a losing season, and this year won't be the season either.
So at least 9 wins for the Steelers. Jacoby, what do you got?
First time. He's going under. It's
going under.
Hey, I thought you was trying to be a better hater.
No, I'm working on my hater skills.
Yeah.
But I'd be realistic about this. They're the worst team in the division. They clearly are. Yes,
They are not.
He's got the Cleveland Browns as the worst team in the division.
Keep going.
worst team in the division. We're all excited about Pickens and Pickett. That was preseason success. Kenny Pickens didn't show me too much last year. It made me feel like they're going to be great. To get over 500 last year, do you remember what they had to do at the end of the year? It was miraculous. It was miraculous to get over 500.
Well, before I go to Crow to break the tie, if they do have non-wins this year, it will be the 17th consecutive season that the Steelers are better than or at least 500 or better.
Yep.
Now that they play 17 games, of course, you can't be 500. Break the tie, Crow.
Breaking the tie.
Over. There you go.
There you go.
He's going to win. Come on.
Because the standard is the standard.
Mike Tomlin will figure it out. I believe they started the season, 3-6 or 3-8 last year. Ended up going 9-8.
Yeah, they were a team nobody wanted any piece of the last month of the season. That's very true. All right, number 3, here we go. Patrick Mahomes will complete over 1.5 behind-the-back passes during this regular season. Okay, behind-the-back passes. Showed it in the summer. Will he complete more or less than 1.5 behind-the-back passes? Jacoby, you get to lead the brigade here. Go.
So the Chiefs play with their food. We've all seen this over the course of the last couple seasons. They're never cover the spread. They always end up winning by one possession, even though they dominate the entire game. They play with their food, and they're going to continue to do so. They're going to work this in. I'm going over 1.5 behind-the-back passes from Mahomes, not out of necessity, not because it's functional, just because they're bored and they like to have fun and do weird stuff.
All right, Crow, what do you got on that? Over-under's 1.5 completed behind-the-back passes. Under.
There's no way that he's going to do that at all.
Do you remember when they got in the circle? Remember when they got in the circle in the huddle and ran in the circle like a merry-go-round last year?
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Bro, you remember the play I'm talking about, right? You remember the play I'm talking
They're going to have
about.
a lot of struggles this year. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You remember the player talking about when they got in the circle and danced in the merry-go-round.
Yeah, they can go hokey pokey, do whatever they want to do, but the behind the back pass is not happening.
It's happening.
Yeah. I'll break the tie for me here, Plax. Over under 1.5 completed behind the back
Patrick Mahomes
passes.
is a fan of the show.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
he's probably
every day.
watching right now.
Probably.
And just because I'm going to vote with the over, he's going to make me look good.
There you go.
Let's go, Patty Mahomes. His mama called him Patrick. His mama named him Patrick.
Yes.
I'm going to call him Patrick.
Patrick. There you go. By the way, Andy Reid came out yesterday and said that last year he actually ran a play that the janitor suggested to him. So it would not be surprising if he actually has a play in there for behind.
That's actually how it ended up in this show.
Yeah. The janitor got a Super Bowl ring too, by the way. All right, next one. The over-under for total passing yards for Trevor Lawrence this year, and this is directly from Vegas, 4,025.5 yards. Now, don't forget, he did say that he thinks he's capable of throwing for 5,000 yards. I'm back to Crow to start it off. Crow, over-under 4,025.5.
I got over. And
Over.
Yards right there.
You have him at 42. Yeah.
Oh, 1.3 yards.
Hold on, time out. Time out. Hang on, I'm with everybody. How do you have 0.3?
I was trying to write 0.5, but I ran too fast. Don't talk now. We know what I'm we know what that education do
I'm
for
changing
you.
my answer after I saw Crows. I'm changing my answer.
All right, Flax, what do you got?
Him, Calvin Ridley, I think they'll do well this year. Travis Etienne out of the backfield. Good group of young wide receivers. But I'm still going to go with the under.
Under.
I'm going to say 3,900, 4,000.
Okay.
He doesn't get the extra 25.
So he doesn't get the extra 25.
It didn't have anything.
25.
He threw for 41 last year.
Under.
And break the tie, Jacoby.
I'm just plagiarizing. I'm just plagiarizing his
Yeah.
4,225.3.
Hey,
exactly.
You're getting better.
He changed the parameters of the bet, but he's got you covered. All right. I got
That's what he wrote too. He wrote 4,225 too.
He wrote under first.
It's like guessing how many marbles are in the jar at the fair. Okay. I'll give you one more here before we take a break. I don't agree with this one. See, this is where sometimes the producers write stuff and they don't tell me about it and they think I'm just going to, good morning, San Diego. So here you go, Anchorman. The over-under at how many weeks this year I give up on the Jets? 9.5. Yeah, I see where this one's going. Our first unanimous answer. Plax, you're up first. Go ahead.
Over.
I know the answer. Go ahead, Jacoby. Here we go.
10 times.
You know what?
Let me get 17.
I just like this team.
Yes.
I'm trying to be a hater. I'm trying to hate the Jets. I'm trying to hate the Jets. They're just so likable.
Today, man.
Have you seen Quentin Williams? He's so nice. He smiles. He's so to the big teddy bear.
You're not being consistent.
Aaron Rodgers doing ayahuasca with his teammates.
Break the tie, Crow.
I'm sorry. I put you at over.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm with you, Craig.
Over.
I'm with you, Craig.
I gotta have some comedy out
And
of
it's going to
this.
start week 1.
No, listen.
Week 1. I give up after they lost week 1 against the Browns in the Hall of Fame game. Hey there. Thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.